The F-35 fighter jet. It's supposed to be the future of NATO's defense, a flying Swiss Army knife of death, except it's more like that cheap Swiss Army knife you got at a gas station, you know the one. The scissors break after one use, the toothpick was never really there. And the corkscrew? Let's just say you're better off pushing the cork into the bottle. The F-35 program has been plagued with problems, cost overruns, check, technical glitches, you bet. A price tag that would make even a Saudi prince blush? Oh honey, you have no idea. But despite all that, this plane is kind of a big deal for NATO. It's supposed to be the glue that holds the alliance's air power together, allowing for seamless communication and cooperation between member states. Think of it as the WhatsApp group chat of NATO's Air Force, except with more missiles and a lot less gossip. Probably. The thing is, not everyone's convinced the F-35 is worth the hefty price tag, and some countries are starting to wonder if maybe, just maybe, they could find a better deal elsewhere. Enter Donald J. Trump, stage right, with his tiny fingers and his even tinier attention span. Trump, never one to miss an opportunity to throw a tantrum on the world stage, decided that the F-35 program was the perfect way to bully America's NATO allies. "Pay up!" he bellowed, his orange face turning an even more alarming shade of vermilion. 2% of your GDP on defense or else. The or else was never fully explained, but it probably involved tariffs, angry tweets, and maybe even a phone call to Putin. Trump's demands were particularly aimed at Germany, a country he seemed to have a personal vendetta against. "They're not paying their fair share," he whined, conveniently ignoring the fact that Germany has been a reliable NATO ally for decades and contributes significantly to the alliance's overall security. Germany, for its part, was caught in a bind. On the one hand, they understood the need to invest in their own defense. On the other hand, they weren't exactly thrilled about being bullied into buying a ridiculously expensive fighter jet they weren't even sure they needed. It's like being forced to buy a timeshare in a swamp. Sure, you technically own a piece of it, but do you really want to spend your vacation there? Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel, a woman who could negotiate a peace treaty between a pride of lions and a herd of gazelles, tried to reason with Trump. She pointed out that Germany was already increasing its defense spending and that simply throwing money at the problem wouldn't magically solve everything. But Trump, being Trump, wasn't interested in nuance or logic. He wanted results, and he wanted them now. He was like a toddler demanding a cookie before dinner, except instead of a cookie, he wanted billions of dollars worth of military hardware. But here's the thing about bullies. They only thrive when they're met with weakness. And the European Union, much to Trump's chagrin, was done being weak, in a move that surprised absolutely no one except Donald Trump. The EU decided to stand up to the bully in the schoolyard. They weren't going to be pushed around anymore. Germany, along with other EU nations, decided that they weren't going to be strong-armed into buying the F-35. They were going to invest in their own defense capabilities on their own terms. This wasn't just about a fighter jet anymore. It was about asserting their independence, their sovereignty, and their right to make their own decisions. The EU's decision to stand up to Trump sent shockwaves through the Transatlantic alliance. It was a clear sign that the days of appeasement were over. The EU was no longer content to be a junior partner in a relationship where the United States called all the shots. They were ready to be an equal partner with an equal say in their own destiny, and frankly, it was about damn time.